Hey everybody. Well, today is December the 8th of 2011. I don't know why I always feel the need to say what day it is because usually I repost these after about a year, sort of like uh, an online diary so I can see what happened this time a year ago. It makes no sense to you. It's in my world. It makes sense. We're just going to leave that at that. Uh, I know tomorrow will make 9 years since my husband passed away. May he rest in peace. Where does the time really go? I remember it like yesterday. Time just flies, people. It flies. You know this. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about sexual harassment. What is sexual harassment? What is your definition of sexual harassment? Sexual harassment, um, could be in the workplace. If somebody comes up and inappropriately touches you, that could be sexual harassment. But it would have to be purposely touching you, not just like if somebody walked past you and their hand accidentally slid across your ass, unless every time they walk past you, their hand slid across your ass. And that would be deemed as sexual harassment. In Gaston County, and I think that's in South Carolina, there were two boys that were suspended from school for sexual harassment. The one little boy, 9 years old, and according to the news, he has been reinstated in school. And they should take this off of their record because it's just wrong. But the one little boy, he was 9, and he was overheard telling a friend of his that the teacher was cute. Sexual harassment, school says, and he was out the door. The school's answer to this was he did not use the term cute, he used the term hot. Well, this little 9-year-old didn't know well, he might have knew what it meant, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about that think he was sexually harassing somebody. That's ignorant on the school's part to call this sexual harassment. They want to talk about zero tolerance. They need zero tolerance on other issues going on in that school, such as what I'm about to talk about now. The other little boy that was suspended for sexual harassment, he was 7. And he had been picked on by a bully. And this bully one day, apparently the school wasn't doing anything about it because it escalated. And so the bully cornered the 7-year-old boy one day and put his hands around his throat and was strangling that little boy. He could have killed him. So the little boy that was being strangled couldn't think of any way to get loose. He couldn't get loose, so he kicked him in the groin. You always teach your children that when they're young. If somebody grabs you and kick them between the legs, blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. So the 7-year-old kicked this bully that was strangling him in the groin, and the 7-year-old was suspended for sexual harassment because he touched that boy's private parts. Be it with his knee or whatever, he touched him. Now, what happened to this bully that was strangling the 7-year-old? They never said anything about him. I guess he's still in school. Not only is this ignorant on the school's part, but this stays on these children's permanent records. This follows them through school. And it's ridiculous. What was this 7-year-old supposed to do? Say, well, I guess I'm going to die today because I can't touch him there. I'll be in trouble. And why was this bully not suspended before it ever escalated to where he was strangling this little boy? Why? I want to hear what happened to that little boy. That boy should be suspended. Just like they talk zero tolerance, like I was talking about, and it was a year, maybe 2 years ago. It's been a while back. That a little boy got suspended for wearing he wore a baseball cap, and his dad was in the military. So the little boy put on a baseball cap, and on the bill of the cap, the little toy soldiers that you buy like 20 in a bag for X amount that little boys play with, and they're in all different positions. He put a couple of them on the bill of his hat and glued them on, to honor the military people. And they suspended that little boy, saying he bought weapons to school. Weapons. please. Little plastic men with guns. And they said, but it's zero tolerance, is what they said. And these are the ones teaching our children. My God in heaven. It's no wonder kids are turning out the way they are being taught like that. If they want to take it and say zero tolerance, have zero tolerance for the bullies. Have zero tolerance for the troublemakers who talk out in class. Have zero tolerance for the people that are skipping school. Have zero tolerance for that. Everything is backwards. It's all ass backwards. And for them to suspend these children for this is almost funny, really, when you stop thinking about it, because it makes me wonder who's making these decisions. And do all these teachers and the people that's making these decisions not see how stupid this is? Do they not see this? Does somebody not say, this is ignorant, y'all? It's beyond me. It's beyond words. I don't understand. Zero tolerance. It just makes me crazy. And like I said, it's going to follow these boys' school records. Now, when they grow up and go into college, that 7-year-old might not be able to get into college because he's been a sexual harassment years and years and years. How stupid. That's just plain ignorant. Anyway, that's all I got to talk about right now. I'm getting ready to go eat me some breakfast so I can piddle around. It's 34 degrees here in Greensboro this morning. I think I was looking at a video I did at this time last year, and it had been like 16 degrees during the night. So I guess we can feel pretty lucky out here that it didn't actually get that cold. And we've not had any snow yet like a lot of people. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and go eat. And until next time, bye-bye.